What's up, guys? Joe here. Let's go ahead and get hyped up for Season 3. We're going to do things slightly different than we did last season. Last season, we did collective recaps, including everybody and shortening clips. We're not going to do any of that stuff this season. We're going to go by Town Hall level, starting out with Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10, 3-star attacks, and then tomorrow I will follow it up with the 9v9, the awesome 9v9 attacks. We're not going to be showing any 11v10s or 10v11s. Not going to burn any bases in the process, overworking our base builders. We're going to start it out with an attack from CW from 100% adults. We got air, we got miners, we got bowlers, we got a little bit of everything in this video, so stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of awesome attacks from these attackers. Looks like we have a Town Hall 10 Tier 2 base, lower weighted base with the level 1 Inferno Towers. CW starts out with 2 golems, shattered golems, a nice wide funnel of wizards, and the archer queen. Trying to sneak in wall breakers. The only issue here is there's a wizard tower sitting there where he's trying to get those wall breakers to go in. Wall breakers will get crushed by the wizard. The wizard tower will take down our wall breakers, and we will have a wall breaker fail. But he doesn't freak out or change his plan at all. He gets the Barbarian King down, drops a heal spell in a different location than what he probably initially planned. And the bowlers, since there's nothing on the 2 left and right sides of those bowlers, they do proceed deeper into the base and go to the core. Going after the clan castle troops here that house Baby Dragon, Valkyrie, and the witches. Poison spells down for those. And then also the bowlers will work their way into the base. Barbarian King, Archer Queen. Queen's ability will be popped once she gets into the next stage. And then we have our balloons and hounds moving their way into the base, hasting our hounds across the map, and one will pop en route as we sneak in those balloons from the north side of the base. Archer Queen is going to be focused on the Barbarian King here, and then she's going to take care of that final Inferno Tower, freeing it up for the balloons to finish off this base, taking down the final defenses here, and then we're going to move into the next attack. Great attack there by CW. We got our next attacker from Black Lotus, and we have a bowler, we have miners. We have massive amount of miners, 45 to be exact, as we have a bowler sitting here working on taking care of the double bounce, taking out one structure, just short of taking care of that final, or taking care of that air defense. Barbarian King is dropped on the south side of the base, or southeastern side of the base, and our queen is up in the north, setting the funnel on the 2 flanks for our miners. Now, the intent with miners is you want to make sure, one, you got to know what's in the clan castle. If there's a hound in the clan castle, perfect for miners, because they're not going to bother our miners, or it's not going to be strong enough to stop the miners. So the miners, if they're all grouped up like they are currently, moving into the base, heal spell in the location where there's normally giant bombs around our Inferno Tower. In this case, there wasn't. Miners will proceed to the next side of the base, or go into the core of the base. Heal spell and poisons drop for the enemy Archer Queen, and then a rage is dropped dead center of the base to power these miners through the base. Miners under rage is absolutely nasty to watch. I mean, they just destroy everything under rage into a heal spell, going into that final Inferno Tower. We have a split on our miners. We have some that went over to the east to take care of that final cannon, and then we have some that worked their way into the southern compartments here. We have miners working on that final level 2 Inferno Tower. They will in fact take that down, and then they will split into 2 different locations, taking out defenses over in the south and then again in the west. They will in fact work their way around the south side of this base, taking down the final Tesla, and then working their way up into those point defenses, overpowering the base. Great attack there. As we move into attack by Canehawk from heavy hitters, starting out with archers to take care of the builders' huts in the corners. Really smart, actually. Get rid of those builders' huts. You don't have to worry about them later on if you start out with them early. Now, we do have a bow witch or bowler witch combination, or you know the other word for it. We have a double golem set, and the bowlers and witches on the 2 flanks are going to work their way on the outsides of this base, as we have a group of bowlers and our heroes working behind those golems deeper into the base. Poison spell drop for our balloon. Not really worried about that hound. The hound will get caught up on the bowlers, and the Archer Queen will work on that lava hound, taking care of that. Our king and our group of bowlers and witches that are in the core of the base are going to push their way through another rage spell and taking care of structures throughout the core of this base, as we have our flanks working on structures from the outside in. So we have those bowlers and witches on the south side taking care, double bouncing off of the archer tower and the mortar. working their way around. Archer Queen's going to sneak in behind that Golemite, taking care of that Expo, and then she's going to jump back over and take care of that final Inferno Tower. At this point, once that Inferno Tower falls, Bowlers and Witches have there's plenty of numbers there to overpower the rest of this base. Great attack here by Canehawk from heavy hitters as we transition into the next attack after the Bowlers finish off that base. So we have PWC from PWC Hero from LexCorp. Another lower tier 2-ish Town Hall 10, level 2 Inferno Towers. There was a Troll Tesla over in that western corner, so that's why the balloons were dropped over there. Bowlers we have single place bowlers to work on cleaning up trash ring structures on the outside of the base. Archer Queen is also over there assisting that bowler, taking care of the high hit point structures in the collectors, in the elixir storage and the dark elixir storage. We have a baby dragon also on the map assisting with taking care of setting the funnel here, guys. So what's going to end up happening here is the Queen's going to take down this first air defense, and then there's going to be 3 pre-placed haste spells for our massive amount of spammed balloons to just go into this base and overpower this base, just completely demolish the base. All 4 of the air defenses are up in the northern side of this base, so our balloons are going to take care of those air defenses first and then power their way deeper into the base. There was a rage spell placed for the skeleton spell to be dropped and take care of that Archer Queen. Balloons did take down that bomb tower, that way it would assist with the skeleton spell. And now a heal spell is dropped on the opposite side of the map. We still have 1 hound that's about 3/4 health, 3/4 amount of health. That's going to tie up those point defenses while our balloons work their way south, and then they're going to take down that mortar, and then they're going to redirect up into those final defenses. An outstanding attack here by PWC Hero. Big time hit for LexCorp as they pull off the win over Alpenible. So we're going to move into the next replay. This is Ollie from Kinnick Society. Another Bow Witch combination here. There's a Golem drop for the single bowler to work on double bouncing, which is going to send that Golem into the wall and draw fire while we get Bowlers and Witches up in the northern corner, and then Witches over in the eastern corner with the group of Bowlers over there. And they're going to set the funnel before the rest of the troops are dropped. There's 3 bowlers, not balloons, 3 bowlers, 2 witches, and heroes for setting the northernmost, the kill squad that's going to go into the core of this base. Now, there was, in fact, another wall breaker fail here, but our bowlers and witches on the outskirts have cleared a nice funnel for this kill squad to go onto this wall. They're going to focus on that wall. Jump spell is placed where the Expo and Inferno Tower, and then another a rage. The first rage is dropped to power this massive group of balloons, or bowlers. Balloons. Why do I keep saying balloons? Bowlers and our king are going to go into another rage spell, powering their way into the opposite side of the base, getting housed in this centralized compartment, which is just going to take out the rest of the really heavy hitting defenses in the Inferno Tower and the Expo. And then our bowlers are going to get caught up in this compartment over here in the west. They're going to work on the cannon, take down that air defense, and then they're going to take care of this wall. They're going to go through the wall, and they're going to work their way up and around, taking care of that town hall, and then they're going to work their way back south. So plenty of time here. Plenty of time for this group of troops to finish off this base, overpowering this Town Hall 10. Boxier style base here, base design. Really just open it up for the bowlers to stay focused through the core of the base and jumping compartments into the next, taking care of all those defenses. So we have Messi from LP4 Hades, and we have yet again miners, as well as 6 balloons in the composition. Now pay attention, we do have a Queen Walk here, and the Queen Walk's focus is taking care of this northern side of the base. So what she's going to do is take care of the Barbarian King, take care of the enemy clan castle. Again, when it comes to miners though, if there is a Lava Hound in the clan castle, you don't necessarily need to pop that Lava Hound. You just really want to get rid of that balloon that's normally running with the Lava Hound in the clan castle. Archer Queen has a rage spell drop to push her through the defenses as she takes care of the camps. There is a single wizard down on the south side, if you weren't paying attention down there, taking care of the town hall and working on additional structures down there that's outside of range of defenses. Queen's tied up on that Lava Hound, and while she's taking care of that, a haste spell is dropped for a group of balloons to go directly in on that Inferno Tower and take care of it. They will hit the air sweeper, but then they bounce back and go into the Inferno Tower and take it down before going down by the hand of the Queen in the air defense. And then there's also a Barbarian King dropped on the south side of the map. It's going to work his way up. His ability is going to be popped. And what's happened here is there's a nice set funnel of structures. Basically, what's going to happen here is our miners are going to power through this entire south side of this base. Heal spell for our miners to power through the Archer Queen. Rage spell dropped. Again, miners on a rage spell grouped up like this. Absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. So our miners are going to go up into the next compartment, into another heal spell, and then they're going to part off into two different locations around that Inferno Tower. They're going to go into that most centralized compartment and then on the outside, and then they're going to shoot back in on the final Inferno Tower. Our final heal spell is dropped in the location, getting coverage where there's normally giant bombs, and we're going to go ahead and power through that attack and get into this attack by Thors Hammer from the Packers. Now, again, another minor attack. Paradox also had an attacker that had a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack with miners. I unfortunately did not record that one. As we have a Queen Walk that's going to focus her on the western side of this base. Barbarian King is up in the northern side of this base, and he's going to be focused and get caught up on the wall. End up going down due to the defenses up there and the inability to crack through that wall, but it doesn't matter. We have a poison spell down for that balloon. Take care of that balloon. Barbarian King does go down, and then our Archer Queen is going to work her way around the south side. And if you haven't paid attention to what's happening here, we have a nice funnel yet again. A baby dragon is going to be dropped up there in that northernmost point where the elixir pump is, and a wizard to assist the baby dragon. Wizard's going to go down at the hand of the archers, and then we have our miners hit the map. Our first group of level 5s from our clan castle is going to go directly in on the Inferno Tower location, and then we have a spread of miners that are going to work their way into the top northernmost side of this base and work their way down into a heal spell is going to be dropped in this centralized compartment. Now, the centralized compartment has a bomb tower, so it looks like it could have giant bomb placements in there as well. Heal spell, healing those miners up before they proceed deeper into the base is going to work out really well. Our Archer Queen does in fact go down, and a baby dragon is going to come up from the south and go down due to our air defense. Now, freeze spell is dropped on the Inferno Tower location while our miners are tied up on the ground set skeleton traps. Then we have miners spread throughout the rest of this base. They haven't really quite stayed grouped up as much as you'd like them to be. But they are able to power through this lower tier 2 or tier 3 Town Hall 10 base. The Town Hall 9 defenses are really not, they're not going to be able to stop the level 3 miner. It's just impossible. The level 3 miner is going to overpower our defenses, the Town Hall 9 defenses, as our miners are going to work their way around the eastern side of this base, and they will finish up this attack going down into the final Tesla, which is going to pop up here momentarily down the south, as well as finishing off versus the point defense in the Archer Tower and Cannon. Great attack there by Thors Hammer. So we have our attacker here from Red Onslaught. He's going to start out with 2 giants to tank for the Archer Queen. We have a few wizards that are going to be dropped up in the eastern or western side over there, picking off structures, taking care of all this trash that's on the outside of the base, outside of range of the defenses. Now, wall breakers are going to sneak in, open up the compartment for our Archer Queen. Now, the Archer Queen's intent here is to go take care of that Inferno Tower, get rid of the Wizard Tower, and get rid of the air defense, but she's going to be unsuccessful with getting rid of that air defense. The clan castle is going to be popped or be pulled here momentarily, which houses a baby dragon combination. Queen's going to step up, pull that clan castle. Expo is going to put that queen down, and then a golem's going to come on the map. Now look at the base. Nice wide funnel. There's nowhere for our bowlers to target or get distracted to go anywhere other than into the base. Wall breakers are going to open up that first compartment for our giant, Barbarian King, and bowlers. Rage spell is going to be dropped, and there's also a few wizards there to take care of the enemy dragons that are in the that came from that clan castle. All right, so bowlers are going to take care of that first expo, and then they're going to kick out to the outside of the base as the balloon portion is going to start from the east. We have a group of balloons go in on a troll Tesla in that corner, and then we have our hound. The first hound is going to go down into that first air defense. Rage spell is going to be placed down for our massive group of balloons to get in on the bomb tower, get in on the expo, as our second hound moves in on that second air defense. Heal spell is dropped for our balloons traveling through the base. Haze spells drop for our balloons that are entering in on the base, and they're just going to basically find that pathing around the point defenses up in the north and move through the Inferno Tower into another haze spell, hitting the Expo, hitting that final air defense, and then they'll split off and start working on finishing up these Teslas. Just a great attack here by Raghava of Red Onslaught, and all clean up from here. Great attack here by this Town Hall 10. We're going to move into an attack from Red John of Archer Outlaws, and we have yet again another minor attack, guys. 35 minors to be exact, 2 healers for a queen, a partial queen walk, if you will. And the queen, her emphasis is the northwestern side of the base. Barbarian King is not on the map yet, but Red John here is going to just spam all 35 miners here up into the base. Rage spell where the location of that Inferno Tower is placed. There is a hound in the clan castle, so again, if there's a hound in the clan castle and you're using miners, don't even worry about it, because that hound's not going to be able to do anything to our miners. Miners are going to hit a couple of heal spells there as they spread out, and we have bowlers on the outsides of the base with the Barbarian King assisting with these miners. So the miners what the bowlers are doing are keeping the miners in the base. Queen up in the north is assisting with keeping the miners in the base, and basically what they're going to do is overpower this base. There is a skeleton spell dropped on top of that second Inferno Tower, tying up some of those beams for our miners. Miners are going to split off. Some are going to go into the Inferno Tower, some are going to go up in the north, and the bowlers and the Barbarian King were highly successful down in the south, assisting our miners, as we have nothing but cleanup here. We have one final mortar, it's just not going to stop the miners. Great attack here by Red John. All right, so we're on our final attack here, guys. This is Chupacabra of Omega Labs, and yet again, 21 miners this time around. We have a queen walk. Very gutsy queen walk. Now you got 4 point defenses there. The queen's going into. There's balloons dropped to assist our queen, taking care of the first Tesla. Our balloon will go down, and then we have a baby dragon that's going to assist with getting rid of a Tesla up there in the north. Queen's ability is going to be popped, and she's going to continue her walk south. So now she's set the funnel up in the over in the eastern corner, and I'm pretty sure the Barbarian King is going to be dropped up at the northern most point of the base. Yeah, I kind of zoomed out a little slow there. The King's been dropped, setting the funnel over in the northwest, as our miners are going to come in from the north and move into the base. Another group of balloons are going to go in, and they're going to come in on the back side of the air sweeper, assisting our miners with this final or this first Inferno Tower. Heal spell up in that dense area where the queen was located for our miners, and then a rage spell. My goodness, there's a lot of traps in the core of this base. You got giant bombs, you got air traps, you got air set skeleton traps, you got miners moving in alongside of the balloons. So you got the balloon party, which is fizzling out at this point, and you got miners that are flanking each other on a parallel to each other, moving through the defenses here. Miners are going to get in on that double giant bomb location, and they're not going to be able to take down that final Inferno Tower. And our balloon, our enemy balloon, is going to be, it's actually still alive. I'm actually really surprised to see it's still alive. But either way, miners are going to end up fizzling out here. Barbarian King's going to actually go down, and the Queen is actually going to be the one to finish up this base, the Archer Queen. So you have a few wizards that are assisting our Queen take down these final pups. So we're going to wrap this video up. We're doing Town Hall 10 v10 this video. Tomorrow we're going to be putting out Town Hall 9 v9. I got 6 beautiful Town Hall 9 attacks for you guys to review. Great work by these teams. Smash that like button, share the video, and show our Light League clan some love. And thanks for watching, guys.